Hi, welcome to this modified primary series practice. It's a really beautiful practice. It's an hour long, and for that you would need your mat, your comfy clothes, and if you have blocks, preferably two, have them around, and a belt or a scarf, something that is long and strong. Can be a yoga belt, or like mine is a karate or judo belt. It does the job. Have this nearby, and also have a blanket or a jumper, something to put on for our last pose, because our bodies will get cold at the end. And that's all you need, your smile and your energy. Let's get started. We're gonna start from standing. Bring your big toes together and your heels slightly apart, finding stability here, rooting your feet on the mat, on the earth. Drawing your navel toward your spine, activating the pelvic floor muscles. Up. Bring the chin a little bit toward the chest, arms are on the sides. Finding your breath through your nose here, finding a regular breath, same length of inhales and the same length of exhale, which will follow you through the practice. You can close your eyes for a moment. Take a moment to hear his bells and center of this practice, this moment to choose to have for yourselves. Opening your eyes if they were closed. In and arms up, look. Exhale, forward fold, eyes on the knees. In and straight back, looking front, long spine. Exhale, hands down, step back. You can lower the knees, bend the elbows back to Chaturanga Dandasana. In and open the chest, open the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, having your hands shoulders distance apart, spreading the fingers. Feet are hips distance apart. Knees can be bent. If your heels do not reach the floor, that's okay. That's all good. Keep your navel towards your spine, lower back straight. Eyes on your knees. Keep breathing here. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step between the hands. In and straight back, looking from long spine. Exhale, forward fold. In and coming all the way up, the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Two more rounds. In and arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, eyes on the knees. In and straight back, looking from long spine. Exhale, hands down, step back, knees down or up, bending the elbows back to Chaturanga Dandasana. In and open the chest, open the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. In your downward dog here, pay attention where your hands are, feet, navel toward the spine. You can have a walk with the dog by bending one knee after the other toward your chest. And breathing through your nose, regular breath. We're having our own music here with the bells of the church nearby.
I hope it's not too disturbing and that you can hear me well. Let's exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step between the hands, inhale, straight back, look in front, exhale, forward fold, inhale, coming all the way up, arms up, look up, navel toward the spine, exhale, hands down, inhale, arms up, look up, exhale, forward fold, eyes on the knees, inhale, long spine, exhale, hands down, stepping back to your chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing in your downward dog. Or bring the knees down to a tabletop position for cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, open the throat, look up. Exhale to round, looking at your navel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral spine. Tap the toes, send the hips back to downward dog. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step between the hands. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Surya Namaskara B. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms up, look. Exhale, straight the legs, forward fold. Inhale, straight back, looking front, long spine. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the chest, open the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg up. Bring the right foot to your right hand, bending the right knee. Inhale, arms up. One breath. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back. Bend your elbows back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, left foot to your left hand. Bend the left knee, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot back. Bend the elbows back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in your downward dog. Pedaling your feet. Or coming back to your cat-cow. Or you can have a child pose. Bring the knees down. Forehead to the ground. Keep breathing deeply here through your nose. Looking between the hands, sending the hips up to your downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step between the hands. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, straight the legs, hands down. Beautiful. Two more rounds. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, straight the legs, forward fold. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, hands down, step back, bending the elbows back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg up, bending the right knee to your right hand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back. Bend the elbows back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg up, bending the left knee to your left hand. Inhale, arms up. Yeah. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back. Bend the elbows back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Here's the same. You have the choice, it's your practice, to stay in a downward dog, having a cat-cow, walking your dog, or having a child pose. Listen to your body, how you feel, and you know what's best for you. Keep breathing through the nose. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step between the hands. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands down. Last round, bend the knees, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, hands down, step back, bend the elbows back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the chest, open the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg up, bend the right knee to your right hand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back, bend the elbows back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg up, bend the left knee to your left hand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back, bend the elbows back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. In your downward dog, you did your amazing Surya Namaskara A and B's, your sun salutation. Warming up the body, getting all the fluids going, the energy is rising up. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step up between the hands. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up, looking up. And exhale, straight the legs, hands down. Beautiful. To our Samastiti, equal standing. Opening the feet, hips distance apart. I'm gonna show from here. Hands on the hips, inhale, looking up. And exhale, forward fold. Grabbing the big toes with the two first fingers under the big toe and the thumb on the thumb. You can bend the knees here if it's more comfortable. Inhale, straight back and exhale, fold. Letting your neck relax, navel toward the spine. Inhale, straight back, looking front. And exhale, bring the palm of the hand under the sole of the feet. Here again, knees can be bent. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold. We're gonna have a bell concert for this practice. Keep breathing. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to chest. Inhale, coming all the way up. Beautiful. Bring the feet back together to your samasthiti. Step the right foot back and turn toward your right foot. Yes, we're dancing. Right arm in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your right hand toward your right foot. If you can grab the right big toe. If it's too far, right hand can stay on the knee, or grabbing your block here and choosing the height that you prefer. Uttita Trikonasana, opening the left hand toward the ceiling, looking at your left hand, feeling the opening of your left hip here. Deep breath. Navel toward the spine, keeping the left shoulder away from your ear. Exhale, looking down at your right foot, moving yourself up and turning toward your left foot, moving the feet. Inhale, left hand in front of you. Exhale, bring the left hand, same position. If it was on your left toe, on your knee, or using your block. Keeping the balance between the right side and the left side. Right arm open, right hand straight toward the ceiling. Like somebody's pulling you from your right hand up and your left arm down. Exhale, looking down at your left foot. Inhale, coming back up. And turning toward your right foot again. Placing your hips squared, facing parallel to the back of your mat. And bring the left hand in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, left hand will go to the exterior of your right foot, or using a block, or on your knee. Right hand can go straight toward the ceiling, looking at your right hand, or stay on your hips, making sure they are nice and flat. Keep looking up. Navel in. Exhale, looking down at your right foot, coming all the way up and turning toward your left foot. Placing your hips, your feet on the mat. Right hand in front of you, inhale and exhale. Same variation. Block, toe or knee. Left hand toward the ceiling or on the hips. Looking up. Breathe. Spalvita Trikonasana, reverse triangle. Exhale, look down. Inhale, coming back up and sending both feet back to the front. To your samasthiti. Beautiful. Step the right foot back, larger step, and turn toward your right foot. You're gonna bend the right knee 90 degrees, not above, not back. Knee on top of the ankle. And bring your right elbow on your right knee. Left arm up. Left palm facing down, eyes on your left hand. Do not glue your left shoulder on your left ear. Have space in your poses. Deep breath. Navel in. And we don't collapse neither on our right shoulder. We are active. Exhale, look down at your right foot. Come all the way up. Dancing toward the front now, placing your feet. Bending the left knee. Same at the right knee. 90 degree left elbow on the left knee. Right arm up, right palm facing down. Eyes on your right hand. Keep breathing. toward the spine. Whole body is active. Exhale, look down. Inhale, coming back up, dancing toward the front again. And this time bringing the left knee down. Making sure our hips are squared here. Right knee 90 degrees. Inhale, both hands up together. And exhale, bring your left elbow on your right knee. Twisting your torso, looking up. You can stay here. If you feel comfortable, bring your hips up. Straightening the back leg. Keep the hips up. Keep the belly away from your thigh. Looking at the ceiling. Exhale, looking down. Coming back up. Shifting toward the front. Bring your right knee down. Left knee 90 degrees. Inhale, both hands up. Looking up. And exhale. Right elbow on the left knee. Twisting the torso, looking up. Staying here if you stayed here. On the other side. Or sending the hips up if you did. On the other side. Deep breath, looking at the ceiling. Belly away from the thigh. Pressing both hands against each other. Exhale, look down. Inhale, coming back up. Bring both feet back to Samasthiti. Did amazing. Step the left foot back. Turning yourself to the large side of your mat. Adding the big toes inside. Inward more than outward. Navel in. Hands on hips. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands on the mat or opportunity to use your two blocks here under your hands. But hands or blocks are aligned with the feet. Inhale, looking front. Exhale, forward, bending the elbows back. Deep breath. Navel in. Having the intention of bringing your hips higher. You should feel the stretch in the back of your thighs. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to chest. Inhale, coming all the way up. Keep the hands on the hips and bring the elbows behind you, really opening the chest here. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold. You can stay halfway down, looking in front of you, with the lower back parallel to the floor, or going all the way down. And bring the crown of the head on the mat. Keep the elbows in the back. Keep breathing. Chin to chest. Inhale, coming back. Interlace the fingers behind you, or grabbing your belt. If it's more comfortable, grabbing the belt with both hands. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, fold. Let your shoulders open here. Let their weight stretch. Deep breath. Level toward the spine. Chin to chest, inhale, coming back up. Be mindful with the hands behind you, gentle. Let go of the belt if you had one. Hands on hips, inhale, looking up. And exhale, forward fold. Come grabbing your big toes with your fingers. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, fold. Folding in a way that your arms are not forward, backward, they are strong and parallel to your legs. Inhale, straight back, looking front. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to chest. Inhale, coming all the way up. And bring the feet back together to Samastiti. Here, you're gonna have your hands in the back in a hidden namaste, or grabbing the elbows, as you prefer, as it's comfortable to you. Stepping the right foot back, a short step, and turning towards your right foot. Having your feet parallel to each other. Imagine you are on a railway. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold. You're gonna fold between your legs, not leaning on the right or the left, trying to find the center here. Chin away from the chest. Navel toward the spine. Chin to chest. Inhale, coming back up. If you are grabbing elbows, switching the way you're grabbing and turning toward your left foot to the front of your mat. Feet parallel to each other. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, folding the same way. Feeling how your spine is expanding here. Chin to chest, inhale, coming back up. Letting go of the arms behind you, finding your way back to Samastiti. I'm gonna turn myself for you, facing, but you can stay, of course, facing toward the front of your mat for some balance pose. Tree pose. You're gonna bring your right foot, 3 options, to your right ankle. Under, I really emphasize, under your left knee, or to your right inner thigh. Please avoid on the knee. This will really impact your articulation here. So choose between these 3 options. When you find your balance, bring your hands together at your heart center. Pressing both hands against each other, and pressing your left thigh against your right foot and your right foot against your left thigh. You really find this rooting sensation here. Deep breath. If you're comfortable, you can bring the arms up and changing your eye direction, looking up. Keep breathing here. Exhale, bring the hands on the hips. Straight the right leg in front of you. Eyes on your right toes flex. Elbows to the back. Breathe. Inhale, bring the right leg a little bit up. And exhale, let go. And one breath here. Rooting now your right foot in the ground. We're going to do the same on the other side. Do the same variation that you did. If it was at your ankle, under the knee, or to your thigh. Hands together at your heart center. Pressing, finding the grounding here. Finding a point in front of you that is not moving. And your breath. Comfortable, sending the arms up, changing your eyes direction and looking up. Exhale, bring the hands on the hips, elbows back, and straight the left leg in front of you, left foot flex, eyes on your left toes. Left leg a little bit up. And exhale down. Have a little shake in the legs and the arms. You did amazing. Finding your way back to Samastiti, our equal standing. Bending the knees, but making sure you can see your toes over your knees, so you're not bending too much here. You can see the toes. Hips down, navel toward the spine. Arms up. Thighs together. Activating your navel toward your spine, your pelvic floor muscles up. Breathe. Next, exhale, bring the hands down, step back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee, right hand to right foot to your right hand. Virabhadrasana A, warrior A. Hips are squared. Right knee on top of your right ankle, having pressure on the exterior of your left foot. Both legs are active. Now toward the spine, arms can be up on your hips or T, parallel to the floor. Breathe through your nose, as always. Exhale, straightening the right knee and turning toward your left foot. Take a moment to place your feet, place your hips, bending the left knee, making sure you're on top of your left ankle, navel toward the spine, and doing the same arm variation. If you were parallel, up, or on the hips. Exhale, opening your hips. Moving the right foot a bit. Keeping the left knee where it is. The hips are open, arms open, parallel to the floor. Avoid the shoulders to the ears, parallel and strong. Eyes on your left hand. The upper body is not moving forward or backward, trying to find the center with the hips. Exhale, straightening the left knee, moving toward your right foot, finding the feet space, bending the right knee, arms stay parallel to the floor, hips open, same warrior to the other side. Eyes on your right hand. Strong legs, strong arms, I know you feel them. Next, exhale, send the hands down, step the right foot back, bend the elbows back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, cross the ankles, come to sitting. Both legs straight in front of you, feet are flexed, inner thigh, kissing each other, activating those legs. Navel toward your spine, lower back straight. Hands next to your hips. Shoulders relaxed. The arms can be bent, depending on the length of them. Eyes on your toes. Looking rather simple pose, but if you activate everything, you feel it. Breathe. Inhale, bring both hands up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Folding from the hips towards your feet. You can grab your toes if they are accessible here and fold. You can also bend the knees if it's more comfortable. Or grabbing your belt and pass it behind your feet and see where it's more comfortable for you. Inhale, exhale, fold. Keep folding by looking in front of you. We're not looking at our knees and right in the back. We have a long spine. And we breathe.
Exhale, looking up and grabbing the whole of your feet. Or if you're having the bed, grabbing the bed closer to your feet. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding the same way, looking at your toes or a point further in front of you. Elbows to the side. Lower back straight. Navel toward your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, coming out of the pose. Purvottanasana. Two options. You're gonna have your hands, fingers pointing toward the toes, one hand distance behind your hips. First option, feet on the mat, a reverse tabletop position. Or legs straight. If your legs are straight and you send the hips up, all of the feet must touch the floor. You can look at your toes or drop the head behind. Try to relax the glutes and breathe. Exhale, gently lower down. Bring the head back to the front if it was behind. Vinyasa. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, cross the ankles, come back to sitting. Sitting with the left leg straight in front of you, left toes up, and bending. I will move myself here so you can see easier. Bending the right knee with the toes pointing back, taking the chin away to have space. If there is any weird sensation here on your right knee, grab a block and come sitting with your left glute on it, only the left one. Keeping the knees together, left toes up. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale, fold. Folding the same way as we did before. From the hips, looking in front. Arms can be in front of you, it can be lower, depending wherever you are. You breathe. Feel the poses, how it affects you and your body. Inhale, coming back up and switching to the other side. So if you were having a block on one side, you keep a block on the other side. If you didn't have, you stay as you were. Now the right leg is straight, left knee bent, toes pointing behind, chin away, knees together, hips on the same line, right toes active. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Keeping your navel toward your spine, pelvic floor muscle active. Inhale, coming back up, letting go of the block and the pose for Vinyasa. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way back to sitting for Janusirsasana, A and B. I will switch again here, but you can stay in the alignment of your mat. Left leg straight, right knee bent, like a sitting tree pose that we did, our balance pose. Hips on the same line, right foot to the left thigh. Any weird tension on your knees, right knee, you can have a block for support here. Left toes up. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale, fold the same way. Hands can stay on the side toward your left ankle as you feel. You choose, it's your practice. Feel free to explore. Inhale, coming back. Two options here. First one would be to lift your hips up
and come sitting on your right foot and then forward fold. If this right foot situation here is not comfortable, that's okay. You keep the right foot next to your left thigh. You bring your left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you, forward twist. In both variations, you keep your left toes up and active. And your navel toward your spine. Exhale, looking back in front of you or coming back up. Coming out of the pose, Vinyasa. If you wish, you can skip Vinyasas and wait in a downward dog. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, crossing the ankles, coming to sitting. Doing the same on the other side. Right leg straight, toes active, left foot to your right thigh. Same here if you had a block before, keep a block here. Inhale, arms up, look up, and exhale, fold. Deep breath through the nose. Inhale, coming back up, and here again. If you brought the hips up and came for a forward fold, you do this. If you went for the twist, with the left foot next to the right thigh, we go for the twist. Keeping the right toes up, lower back straight, navel in. Exhale, looking back in front of you or coming back up. Coming out of the pose, Vinyasa with a smile. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Finding your way back to sitting. For Marishasana, A and C. I will keep rotating myself like so for you to see me, but you can stay this way. Gonna have the left leg straight, right knee bent. Here, really important, having this space between your left thigh and your right foot. If you have a block, easy peasy, bring your block here, you know you have the space. If you don't have, you measure with your right hand the space and you keep it. Inhale, bring the right hand up, looking up. And exhale, you dive to the front in that space. Turn the thumb toward the floor. And come grabbing your left hand behind you. If you can't reach your hands and it's not comfortable, you grab your belt and you grab the belt between the hands. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, the one and only. You can bring your head toward your knee. Keeping the left toes active and trying to level your shoulders. Deep breath here. This pose is really good to massage all your organs here. Inhale, coming back up. I will just move for you to see easier here. Coming back up, bring your right hand behind you and grabbing your right knee with your left arm. Twisting over your right shoulder. Keep these left toes up. Even if you don't see them, they are active. Navel toward your spine. Inhale, looking back in front of you, coming out of the pose. If you have blocks for Navasana, both pose, I recommend you to have them be next to your hips in the alignment. If you don't have, you can also do it without. Hands under the knees, toes can stay on the floor. That is your boat. Parallel, that is your boat too. Up, without hands, that's your boat too. We will do it 3 times, so you can go gradually, like I will do so. Important, shoulders open, big smile, navel toward the spine. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Cross the ankles, knees toward the chest. And on the next inhale, hands next to you on the mat or on the blocks to lift up on the inhale. Exhale, lower down, coming straight up to our second boat. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, cross the ankles, knee toward the chest. Hands down. Inhale up. Yeah. Last one. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, cross the ankles, knee to chest. Inhale up. Lower down. Let go of the blocks. Vinyasa. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down. Step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way back to sitting for Marishasana A and C on the other side. Now you have your right leg straight, left knee bent, a block for the space or your hand, depending what you have. Inhale, left leg up, left hand up. Exhale, dive to the front. Turn the thumb toward the floor. Come grabbing your right hand behind you with your hands or using your belt. Inhale, looking up, and exhale. You can bring your head toward your knee, level your shoulders. Keep breathing. Keep your level toward your spine. Inhale, coming back up. Let go of the belt or the hands behind you. Bring the left arm up behind you and come grabbing your left knee with your right arm. Twisting over your left shoulder now. Keeping these right toes in the front up. Exhale, looking back in front of you, coming out of the pose for Vinyasa. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding your way to sitting. Bring the sole of your feet together and bring the hips toward your heels. Baddha Konasana. Grabbing the toes, navel toward the spine, lower back straight, having the chin a little bit toward the chest, finding a point in front of you. You can have some movement here if you wish, or staying still. We are gently opening our hips. If you were moving, stopping the movement. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, gently moving your chest forward, keeping the lower back straight, navel toward the spine. Trying to press your knees down. Inhale, looking up, and exhale. You can round your spine here and let your head go toward your toes. And coming back up. Having more space between your heels and your butt. Grabbing your thigh, helping yourself, lowering down. Keeping your legs in this diamond shape here to deepen the hips opening. Hands can stay on the hips. Breathe. Helping your knees closing back up with your hands on the side. Having your belt on the side for this one here. Both legs straight. Feet active. Next inhale, bring your right leg up. 3 options. You can grab your right big toe, grab your knee, or, as I will demonstrate, grab with your belt. Left hand come on the left hip, and you're gonna bring your head and shoulder away from the floor. Navel toward the spine, really this lower back gluing the floor, eyes on your left toes, and you breathe. Inhale a little bit up. Exhale, lowering down the shoulders and the head and opening your right leg to the right side. You can change the grabbing if it's more comfortable and come grabbing the knee. Looking at your left side. Making sure both hips are touching the floor with your left hand on your left hip. Inhale, bringing your right leg back in front of you, grabbing the leg with both hands and kissing yourself. Lowering down the right leg. Inhale, bring the left leg up. And doing the same grabbing that you did on the other side. If you grabbed your knee, your toe, or use your belt. Now we bring the right hand on the right hip. Bring the shoulder and the head away from the mat. Eyes on the right toes. Keep breathing. Inhale a little bit up. Exhale, lowering down the shoulders and the head, opening the left leg to the left side, doing the same grabbing that you did. Eyes to the right side, hips both on the mat. Inhale, bringing your head and your left leg back in front of you, grabbing the left leg with both hands, sending some love to yourself. Beautiful. Now bending the knees, feet on the mat, knees are hips distance apart. You can make sure by touching just the tip of your heels like so. If you wish, option to add some spiciness and having a block between the knees. Make sure they stay hips distance apart. We're gonna have some modified bridges to start with and then a full bridge. For modified bridge, you can look when I will demonstrate now, and then when you execute, please look at the ceiling. So there is different options. First option, bringing the hips up, sliding a block under your lower back, hands on the mat. Option 1. Other option is to have your hands instead of a block under your lower back. You can interlace the fingers under and roll the shoulders like so. Or you can grab just the tip of your heels like so, or just the hands down and the hips up. So find the one that is comfortable, and when you bring the hips up, you look at the ceiling, relax the glutes, and try to bring your chest toward your chin. We're opening our hearts. Deep breath, keeping the feet parallel to each other. Lowering down gently on an exhale. Going for one more round of modified bridge. You can change your hands position, explore another one. Inhale, bring the hips up, looking at the ceiling. Relax your glutes, open your chest toward your chin. Next space. Deep breath through the nose. Exhale gently, lowering down. You can go for one more modified bridge or for a full bridge. For full bridge, keeping the feet where they are, hands come next to your ears, fingers pointing toward your feet. I will demonstrate how to go in 2 times. If you are already used to full bridge, please go ahead. So on the first inhale, bring the crown of the head on the mat. And next inhale, pushing yourself away from the floor. When you're away from the floor like so, you're going to gently try to find space by straightening your legs to open the shoulder and the heart toward the ceiling. Do not hold your breath. Keep breathing through your nose. To lower down on an exhale, bring the chin toward the chest. Bending the elbows gently, bring the head, the neck, shoulders, back, lower back, and the hips at last. Grab your knees toward your chest. A little hug, rolling yourself from side to side. You deserve this massage. There is beautiful back bending and heart opening. Arms on the side. Cross your right leg on top of your left knee and drop the legs to the left hand, looking at your right hand. Bring your head and your legs back to the center. Change the crossing. Now left leg on top of the right leg. The legs drop to your right hand. You look at your left hand. Back to center. Knees toward the chest. We're going to roll back and forth. Yes. One more time. And we meet at the top of the mat. Heels together. A beautiful diamond shape here. And melt yourself toward the front. You can let your head drop. Let the gravity attract you. Let your spine have a curve. Your back can be rounded. Inhale, coming back up for our very last vinyasa. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, cross the ankles. Hands down. Step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way to sitting. For Yoga Mudra, sealing the practice. You can sit with the heels in front of each other, or you can have a full lotus if it's comfortable to you. Really emphasizes that it has to be comfortable. You're gonna have a block in front of you or no block. You will see how it goes for you. You can grab your elbows or having the hidden namaste. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bring your forehead to the mat or having a block. Here you keep your breath active, your navel toward your spine, and take this moment to be thankful for this practice, for this time that you allowed yourself to have for yourself and for your body to be here for you. Going back up. Let go of the arms behind you of the block. If you wish, you can switch your legs position and bringing your hands on your knees open. You're gonna have 5 deep breaths through the nose. I will invite you to some fire breathing. And I bring your hands next to your hips to bring your hips away from the floor. The fire breath is a sharp, quick breath through the nose. You will pulse with the belly in and out. Let's go for about 10 reps. That's it. Now deep inhale through the nose, grabbing your knees, shoulders next to the ears. Exhale, dropping the shoulders. Bring your chest forward through the mouth. 3 lion breaths. Amazing. Now is the moment to grab your jumper or your blanket for our final pose. And it's a rest pose. You can choose if you want to stay in a sitting position with your eyes closed or a soft gaze, or having a savasana, laying down on your back, feet wide, arms open, palms to the ceiling. And if you have an eye pillow, I really recommend to place it on your eyes here. And let go. Shavasana is a really important pose through our practice. It's a moment to reset and feel the practice effect on our body. A deep state of relaxation. Relax your toes. Relax your ankles. Relax your knees and your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders, your elbows. Relax your wrist and your fingers. Relax your neck. Relax your face. And relax the tongue in your mouth. Let yourself melt toward the earth. Let yourself go.
Slowly starting to move your toes and your fingers. You can take a deep inhale through the mouth and an exhale, doing slow movement and turning yourself toward one side of your body, keeping your eyes closed if it's comfortable, and taking a moment here to let something go, something that doesn't serve you anymore. Gently with your hands, helping yourself coming back up, eyes closed or open, finding a comfortable sitting, bringing your hands together at your heart center and warm them up. Place them on your face and place them on your heart. Bring them together to your heart center. And thank you for taking this time for yourself, for this practice together. From wherever you are, I'm sending you love. Namaste.